The Ottoman Empire was one of the largest and longest-lasting empires in history. It lasted for over 600 years, from 1299 to 1922, and at its peak, it controlled territory spanning from North Africa through the Middle East and into Eastern Europe. The Ottomans were known for their military prowess, their impressive architecture, and their contributions to art and literature. But what else is there to know about this fascinating empire? Here are 5 surprising facts about the Ottoman Empire. Number 1. The Ottomans were not Turks. Despite the fact that the Ottoman Empire is often associated with Turkey and Turkish culture, the truth is that the Ottomans were not actually Turks. In fact, they were originally a nomadic tribe from Central Asia called the Kipchaks. The Kipchaks were a Turkic people, but they were not the same as the modern-day Turks. Over time, the Kipchaks adopted the Turkish language and eventually became known as the Turks. But it wasn't until the end of the 14th century that the Turks began to migrate into Anatolia, the modern-day Turkey. When they arrived, they found a land that was already inhabited by other Turkic peoples, such as the Seljuks and the Keys. However, the Turks were able to defeat these people and establish their own states in Anatolia. The most famous of these states was the Ottoman Empire. Number 2. The Ottomans did not believe in religious freedom. The Ottoman Empire was founded on the belief that Islam was the one true religion and that all other religions were false. This led to the Ottomans being very intolerant of other religions, and they often persecuted those who did not conform to their beliefs. For example, when the Ottomans conquered Constantinople in 1453, they immediately began to convert or expel the city's Christian population. Similarly, when they conquered Jerusalem in 1516, they expelled the Jewish community that had lived there for centuries. The Ottomans believed that it was their duty to spread Islam throughout their empire, and they took this very seriously. This led to the construction of many mosques and madrasas, or religious schools, throughout the Ottoman Empire. In addition to proselytizing, the Ottomans also worked to convert non-Muslims to Islam by force. For example, in the early 17th century, Sultan Ahmed V forced thousands of Serbian Orthodox Christians to convert to Islam. He also built a church/mosque in Belgrade that was designed to be a symbol of Ottoman power. The Ottomans' lack of religious tolerance is a surprising fact because it is often at odds with the image of the empire that has been created in popular culture. In fact, the Ottomans are often portrayed as being more tolerant of other religions than other empires of the time, such as the Spanish Inquisition. However, the truth is that the Ottomans were just as intolerant as any other empire of the time, and they persecuted those who did not conform to their beliefs. Number 3. The Ottomans used advanced military technology. The Ottoman army was one of the most powerful and well-equipped armies of its time. They were known for their use of gunpowder weapons, such as cannons and muskets, as well as their innovative tactics and strategies. For example, the Ottomans were one of the first empires to use janissaries as part of their military. The janissaries were an elite corps of soldiers who were taken from conquered Christian populations and trained from a young age to be loyal to the Ottoman Sultan. They were given special privileges and benefits, such as exemption from taxes and the right to marry multiple women. This made the janissaries some of the most feared and effective soldiers in the Ottoman Empire. In addition to their use of advanced military technology and tactics, the Ottomans also had a well-developed military infrastructure. They built strong fortifications and barracks to house their troops and developed sophisticated weapons factories to produce the firearms and ammunition they needed for their army. All of these factors combined to make the Ottoman army one of the most powerful and formidable forces in the ancient world. Number 4. The Ottoman Empire was home to many famous rulers. The Ottoman Empire was ruled by a series of powerful and influential sultans. These rulers were often known for their wealth, their power, and their contributions to the empire. For example, Suleiman the Magnificent was one of the most famous and respected sultans in Ottoman history. He ruled from 1520 to 1566 and is often referred to as the Ottoman Renaissance man due to his vast knowledge and skills. During his reign, the Ottoman Empire reached its peak territorial extent, and he is credited with expanding the empire into Hungary, Iraq, Syria, and North Africa. Mehmed II, also known as Mehmed the Conqueror, was another famous Ottoman sultan. He ruled from 1444 to 1446, and again from 1451 to 1481, and is best known for his conquest of Constantinople in 1453. This was a pivotal moment in Ottoman history, as it marked the beginning of the empire's dominance in the region. Mehmed II is considered to be one of the greatest military commanders in history, and his victory at the Battle of Kosovo in 1448 is still studied by military academies around the world. These are just two of the many famous rulers who led the Ottoman Empire throughout its history. Each sultan brought his own unique skills and contributions to the empire and helped to shape it into the powerful and influential state that it became. Number 5. The Ottomans were masters of engineering and architecture. The Ottoman Empire was home to some of the most impressive engineering and architectural feats of the ancient world, from their massive palaces and mosques to their advanced water systems and fortifications. The Ottomans left behind a legacy of innovation and sophistication. One of the most iconic examples of Ottoman architecture is the Hagia Sophia. Originally built as a church, it was converted into a mosque by Mehmed II after the conquest of Constantinople. The Hagia Sophia is renowned for its massive dome and intricate mosaics, and is widely considered to be one of the most beautiful buildings in the world. Another impressive structure built during the Ottoman Empire was the Süleymaniye Mosque. Built by the architect Sinan, this mosque is one of the largest and most ornate mosques in Istanbul, and features a massive courtyard, 4 towering minarets, and an impressive dome. In addition to their impressive religious structures, the Ottomans also built a number of innovative water systems to provide fresh water for their growing cities. For example, they constructed a series of aqueducts and reservoirs in Istanbul that supplied the city with fresh water from the nearby Sea of Marmara. These engineering marvels helped to make Istanbul one of the most livable cities in the ancient world. Overall, the Ottoman Empire's contributions to engineering and architecture are truly remarkable and continue to impress and inspire people today. From their iconic mosques to their innovative water systems, the Ottomans left behind a legacy of innovation and sophistication that continues to shape the world around us. We hope you enjoyed learning more about the surprising facts of the Ottoman Empire. If you did, please leave us a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching.